So, Wrath, we're gonna sell 2 horses, the 2 scimitars, and the ape skin.
You are going to sell 2 horses,
Yeah.
2 scimitars,
No,
and
2 short swords.
Short swords. Excuse me.
short swords. Okay, 2 horses, 2 short swords, and a
Giant ape skin that is magnifique.
beautiful giant egg skin, not taxidermied or anything.
Yeah. I mean, we could taxidermy it, but I'm just thinking, like, we just give it to the experts. Because, I don't know, taxidermy shops most likely would buy skins, and then they would sell them.
Useful.
They don't just, like, do it on commission.
There. That's what I need. Okay, you know that the scimitars won't bring in that much. That's something you established before.
Or not scimitars, they're short swords.
The short swords. They won't bring in that much, you already established that. The horses are in quite decent shape.
We're gonna sell off the 2 weaker looking ones.
Okay. They are in quite decent shape, all of them, really. But the man is kind of speaking to you. He seems willing, kind of, to buy the horses, but obviously not at full price. That would be ridiculous.
Well, what is full price? Because technically we'd be selling them at half price, I guess?
You sell the 2 short swords for a total of 6 gold.
Okay.
There's no real reason to haggle on that, because a better price you probably will not get.
Who's good at charisma? Like persuasion?
Me? I got 5
Plus
persuasion.
4.
You're +5 persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting you and Ty to sell this stuff with guidance.
Guys,
Hi, what's your...
roll
Well.
1d2. One of you. Twice.
Okay.
That's a 2. And a 1. Roll 2 more times, just to be certain.
So I have a question mark, D question mark, macro. Because why
And
not?
1 more. Okay, perfectly. You have 2 draft horses, 2 riding horses. Which would you like to sell?
Um,
All of them look kind of equal.
2 draft riding horse then, right?
I think that we're not planning on far travel. It's not quite as important. So yeah, we'll sell the riding.
He wants to pick up each riding horse for around 30 gold pieces. So that would make a total of 60 gold pieces for the 2 horses.
That is under half price.
Indeed.
Persuasion, Dolos.
Sure.
And speak to me. Tell me the reason why you'd think,
Sure. You should buy them because they're of great value. They're very good horses, and seeing how the war's going on and stuff, I would say that this should be a proper price for the horse.
It should be
and
raised.
what is this?
What was it? 1 gold piece? Oh, 35. Yeah, higher than 35.
No, at 30. No, it wasn't 30. Ask for 35.
Oh, was it 30? We want 35?
Per horse.
Okay, per horse. Yeah, I think 35 per horse should be a good price, seeing how the war is going and the orcs are kind of winning.
He rolled a 22 total. Throwing that out there.
You are haggling with this man, and it goes back and forth really for quite a while. He basically said, after a while of haggling, he says, "All right, listen. All those things you tell me, I don't care. The price of the horses," and he kind of stops, "will be 33 apiece.
Deal?
Deal or not?"
Deal?
It's good.
Perfect.
We'll take it. So 66.
66.
So that's 72. We haven't split or anything. And then so we'll split that up. So 72 divided by 4 is divisible. 18. Yeah.
So each gets 18.
Yep. 18 gold. All right. Now to sell off the giant ape skin.
Okay. You can find a store that does this sort of work. You know that there is only really one store that does this. Most others are pure leather workers and will make.
Actually, Wrath, before we would have sold it off, I would want to see if there were any contracts out for it.
Okay. You first off take off. There are no contracts for giant apes. The contracts that are there are the contracts you know of.
Okay. Fair enough. I just wanted to see because it was like it did attack us and it was in the area.
Make a perception check.
Okay. And did I go alone or can other people make perception checks?
All of you went there, so all of you can make perception checks if you wish.
All right, Gumby.
Easy.
I guess no pressure on me.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. Hey, you beat me.
Dolos can be.
Yes.
And Tyraneus as well. You see a small flyer hanging. It's a flyer from the town of the large city of Naxos. It is a flyer that states guards, or not necessarily guards, more like people needed to bring stuff from point A to point B, quote unquote, so some type of guard, but not really a guard. Reward on delivery.
Does it say how much the reward is?
It doesn't state how much the reward is at the moment.
Well, I don't care then. Let's go get our money, and because we're still aware of the spider thing in Meriton. That's kind of the other thing that's on my mind. So that's where I'm thinking of going. Maybe we come back. But I have a good reason not to head. It's east, right? To the right? Yeah, east.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I had to think about it for a second. I have a good reason not to
First
want to
grade,
travel
man.
east at all. I never studied it. I'm American. My geography's terrible. I didn't think
studied.
east.
Never studied first grade. What?
I probably skipped it. Anyway, yeah. So let's go sell off the fur.
So you come near the one single place, and the person looks over this and he says, "Wow, what a mighty beast!"
And I go, "You tell me."
Yeah, I am telling you, this is a very powerful creature.
Yeah, I know. I experienced it
Grandiose.
firsthand when it smashed me between its hands.
Oh. He then grabs like the places where his hands would be, and he kind of puts them together as if in a smacking of motion. He then, while kind of doing that, he stops. He looks over you and he said, "So you wanted to sell these?"
Yes.
Okay, now let me see how well this is done. And he goes by the entire body, and at first you can see him like look a little troubled, and later that troubled starts to change into more of a shock.
Yeah,
And
you rolled a natural 20 and it was like with a 34 total.
by the time he puts it down, he says, "This is very, very well done. There are only minor wounds, probably caused by slaying the creature. The skinning job, it's almost an art in itself."
I say thank you.
Do I use thaumaturgy to do applause in the background? No.
He says, "You should be proud, son. You should be very, very proud of yourself. This is not something anyone can do."
That's probably not something you would do twice in a lifetime.
I'd be surprised if anyone could do so.
34, I'm just saying.
He then goes around the skin. He is kind of tallying up a couple of things. It takes a while before he really stops what he is doing. Continuously, like a little bit stopping, looking around again. He's trying to. After a while, he kind of looks at you. He says, "All right. The skin of this creature is done beautifully. Normally, there is a standard price for these kinds of objects. It would be the skin itself would come around. Generally around like 100 gold pieces for a skin this size. But by the way it is being made, which is very, very well done. As I said, I could easily, he says 125 gold pieces.
I'm gonna insight check that to see if he's like giving an honest value.
I might as well do the same.
I might as well.
19.
Dolos? Yeah.
Another 15!
Anyone but Drake. Well, actually everyone. He's honest.
Okay.
Anyone but Drake, he is honest. He certainly sees that the skin is worth more than their basic skin, and he does give that in like a 25% price increase. You think that there is a possibility that he's still kind of keeping it a little bit lower than he personally thinks it would be worth, but that little bit lower is perhaps 5 gold at most.
Yeah, it's not really worth the haggle.
He is pretty damn honest. It's like the only thing that doesn't put the 5 gold, give or take, on there is because of his merchant side. That thinks like, yeah, I do need to make money.
Yeah.
Right.
So he then looks up to you. Is that acceptable?
I'll say, well, who's doing the haggling?
Technically we all
Or
kind
who's
of
like
are.
selling?
Well, all of you are there, so
I'm just gonna nod to the others.
Alright, I agree then.
Yep, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
fantastic. And he seems, honestly, he seems overjoyed by the fact that he has this thing and can work with it and make something beautiful of it. He then grabs the gold, puts it like, counts it in front of you, says, "Here you go. This is the gold, all of it, as you can see clearly."
Okay.
Thank you for coming. If you have anything of this sort in the future, I'd be more than happy to take it off of you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
sure to let you know.
Yep. Okay, so I'll take 32 gold pieces and give the rest 31.
Okay.
So how much do we get?
31.
Thanks.
So, what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm gonna. Are you guys up for going and slaying some spiders?
Sure.
Are they
Alright,
bigger
yeah,
than me?
sure.
Yes, they're bigger than you.
Everything is bigger than you.
Aren't you considered small?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bigger than you. They're our size. So yeah, Wrath, I want to. Would their poison be worth much? Like, we've already sold their poison.
What was the poison worth last time?
I don't remember. That was like 20 sessions ago. Would it be worth?
You can at least look it up.
Would it be worth? Jeez, that would it be worth more if we processed it with a poisoner's kit or an alchemy kit? Do we know?
You don't know.
Could it be used instead of selling like the raw poison? It's like a processed poison. What would it take for us to be able to take that poison and make it into poison that we can use for ourselves, or would it just be straight up usable?
You have no clue. You
Let's-
could basically, you think you can like pour the poison on your weapon and it may do something,
Okay.
but you haven't tried it out at all. You have no real idea.
Okay. Well, then let's go book learning. Let's go find the local library, which is probably my auntie's house.
By the way, would I have received a dream from that guy by now?
You
About
haven't
the
received.
job?
You haven't received anything yet.
Right.
So yeah, Wrath, we're gonna go look. I'm gonna ask my auntie. Oh, and that reminds me. Speaking of auntie, we have 3 spell scrolls that I need identified. Please, auntie.
She looks at you.
I have 3. I'm holding all of them.
Yeah, I gave them to you because you're a magic
3 of them?
wielder.
Yeah.
She looks at you to the side. She's like, I'm not gonna pay for it.
Pay for what? We just need to identify it.
Do you need something for identify, correct?
It's not
gem.
consumed. It's a pearl, but she's identified stuff before.
Yeah.
She's got it.
She's
She has
probably
everything.
like, she looks at you, kind of annoyed. She's like, what? Identify. What level spell is it?
It's a
What?
level
First?
1. It's first level.
Okay. She says, she kind of leans backwards. She says, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. But I know someone else who can. And she's going to do it. Why? Because I say so.
Oh, you're gonna have my sister do it.
She then kind of yells out for your sister,
Yeah.
who comes up, looks at you, looks at the thing, so she's like, no.
It's just an
And
identify
your
spell.
auntie is like next to her, yes. It's
good practice.
training,
Yep.
come on.
And then while she's identifying that, I'm gonna say, Auntie, I'm gonna go, Auntie, speaking of training, what kind of monetary and time commitment would it be for you to pound the basics of wizardry into me?
She then looks at you, she's like, looks at your sister, looks back at you, and she's like, you're really asking me this, aren't you?
Yeah. Type.
Not me.
I know, that'd be that'd be funny though.
She kind of stares, she says, I can't give you the answer right now.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll see. Okay?
Okay.
She then turns to your sister. Go ahead. And your sister kind of walks up. Okay, what am I to identify?
Hand her the spell scrolls.
Where are my notes? Oh, I would have put this somewhere. Where are these from?
These are from the drow encounter. They were on the drow.
Oh, I have that. Out of here, that's for sure. Where are my retribution DM notes? I was looking for DM notes retribution. Okay, so they're all first level spell scrolls.
Okay.
And all of them are exactly the same spell.
Okay, which are?
They are all the spell scroll for Earth Tremor. Earth Tremor.
Really?
All three of them.
Okay. So with the spell scrolls, is it... Because there is some... In two places, there's two different types of scrolls, it seems. One of them you can only use... One of them anyone can use, then one of them only the... You can only use if it's on your class's spell list.
These are made so anyone can use them.
Okay.
The essence of the spell is within the scroll. So the usage of it is also within the scroll.
Okay. I'm definitely going to want to have one to keep. What is it? What does the spell do exactly?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm uncertain if it is within the spell list you have. In the normal book.
It's first... what is it called again? Earth Tremor.
Earth Tremor.
You cause a tremor in the ground in a 10-foot radius. Each creature that new in that area must take a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. If the ground in that area is loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared.
Okay.
For each level spell slot, second level or higher, damage
It's only
increases
level
by
1.
1d6.
Yeah.
I'll take one... Yeah. I think Ado should take one in case, he wants to knock someone down in front of him. And Dolos should take one, and then we'll give one to Gumby too. That sound fine?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't plan on using it.
You said okay, so you're just gonna keep yours and then
Yeah.
and then once we read it, it disappears and we know it.
No, you use it.
No, you don't. No, you don't learn it. It's basically a one-time use thing.
Oh, okay.
The only class that could learn it from it is, I think, the wizard,
Bard
who
can
can
know it.
copy it in its spellbook.
Bard can know it.
Yeah, we only want... So this is hoping... This is why I hinted at becoming a wizard, because with our multi-class rules, it's actually a viable option. So yeah, I want to keep that. I want to keep that scroll because then I can copy it into my book.
With a bit of luck.
Really? Because it's automatic from what I read.
I don't think it was completely automatic. What I think is that there is a fail chance. I'm not certain anymore. I'll have to reread it.
Yeah. All right. So spare comics. No, there is no fail state.
It's useful.
It's 2 hours and 50 gold per level.
Yeah. So that's extremely useful then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. The only other thing I think we need to take care of is sell off the lapis lazuli, right? Because everyone should have some of that.
Yep, I got 2.
So how much is the lapis lazuli worth?
It's worth 10 gold apiece.
Really?
Yep. They are not fairly interesting, really.
Okay, so everyone take those off and adds 2 platinum.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine.
Okay, fair enough. I'm definitely selling it mine.
He had 1 anyway.
Oh, maybe I took the extra one then.
No, there were 7 in total.
Alright, otherwise, I guess I'll tell my mom and my aunt what we went through. So they'll take that real well.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
No, they take it kind of semi-neutral. They are more happy that you got out of it okay. They kind of state the obvious that you should be careful and that sort of thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know that already.
Yeah, it's like, I was careful. I didn't kill anybody. And I got, you know, accused of killing people. Awesome.
And then, well, everybody is kind of doing their own thing. Your mother kind of drags you a little bit to the side. And she whispers in your ear. They don't know your last name, do they?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't publicize that information.
Perfect. And she immediately is like, kind of relaxed again and moves away.
I look at her and I say, I don't want to do anything that would, you know, possibly come back to harm my family.
She kind of looks at you. I didn't expect anything else, but better be safe than sorry, right?
Yep. Well, they addressed me only as Drake, so...
Yeah, that's true. Let's hope they don't start digging, although they have to dig very far to reach this.
Yep, because we're technically not even residents of the city.
Yay.
Otherwise, the only other thing... So, Wrath, so I have a question about the slave papers. Does Rita know I have them?
She would.
Okay. Now...
It'd be kind of... It's like, yeah, it's kind of logical that you would have those papers.
Now, here's my question. Would I, given the way the laws work, would I, for both the papers' protection and Rita's protection, would I be more inclined to give these papers to my mother or to Rita?
You don't give the ownership papers of a slave to the slave.
Fair enough.
That's
Unless you free them.
Yeah, that's kind of, you're free now. Here you go. You have your own papers. In all honesty, it would be the best to keep the papers near the person who the slave is with. Or the owner of the slave.
Right.
Those are the two most logical places. So either with you, or in this case, within your auntie's house. Depending on which of the two you find logical, really.
Yeah, well, I trust my mother implicitly. Because, you know... reasons.
Mom.
Yeah. So while she's taking me aside, I'm gonna basically say, you know, like... So I almost died. And, I want you to safeguard my most important treasure for me. And I'm going to give her the papers.
She looks at the papers, reads them through. Well, at least you know what more important treasures are.
She hasn't caused you any problems or anything, has she?
It causes her any problems, or?
No,
What?
she hasn't caused any problems or anything, has she? She's been doing all right here?
Yeah, she's been doing alright. She has started to pick up a habit of reading. A lot.
And Drake audibly kind of has this...
Particularly interested in, well, things I sadly didn't have, your auntie didn't have a lot of books of.
Like?
Her own race.
Ah. Well, as far as I understand, they haven't exactly been alive for very long.
No, it's kind of difficult to find books, to your auntie's surprise. She got only 2. Which she bought. This week.
Okay. I go, thanks, Mom. Love you.
He's like, yeah, I know.
Yep. At this point, it's like... Drake says it and he means it, but he says it so often it's uh-huh. Otherwise, yeah. Other thing I want to do is look for books on spiders and how to handle like poisons and stuff.
So there are definitely books about spiders, especially
Giant spiders.
about giant spiders. roll a perception check. You specifically. No, you specifically.
Guidance me,
It's more-
Ty!
It's more, does it exist or not? In
Okay.
this case.
But still guidance me, Ty.
Actually, you get to roll it.
Aw.
Roll
Roll
it if you
guidance
like.
for a change.
No, I can do it. Okay.
3.
I actually have it in my macro. So 10. Actually, I'm gonna luck that. Why not?
So you're searching through the house for a book
Oh my
giant
gosh!
spiders. And you find a book about giant spiders. One specific book.
Mm-hmm.
It basically lists the giant spider as a dangerous arachnid. Yeah, spider, really?
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
giant spider that's very dangerous. I think that's an
It's like-
oxymoron.
Giant spider, pretty dangerous. Or it doesn't say, it's like dangerous for the common folk. Little less dangerous for veterans, scouts, that sort of people. Unless in a group, then they start to become pretty dangerous again. It basically lists them off as the natural armor is reasonably tough, but not impenetrable. In any case, they are rather stealthy. They seem to be able to see without eyes, or without using the eyes in their close proximity, and can see in the dark relatively well. They are not necessarily very perceptive. They have spider climb. They can climb up difficult surfaces, including upside down ceilings. They do this with ease. They use it in their hunting tactics. If you touch the web and they touch their web, they can feel where you touched it and are able to locate you. They can walk over their own webs without any problems. They have a bite. The bite itself isn't particularly dangerous. Or the bite itself is kind of dangerous because they're big, but the real danger lies in their poison, which usually paralyzes a target.
Mm-hmm.
Some species are known to be able to throw or spit out, quote unquote, their webs.
Okay.
Then that's on the giant spider. There is one very small side note that says the largest giant spiders are found in the high north, and they are called arachnaroks.
Oh, that one.
Is that when you an actual D&D monster? Or did you make that up?
I
Made it up.
made that one.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay. Any books on poisons?
There are no real books on poisons. Your auntie didn't much care for poisons in themselves.
She cares about knowledge. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but poisons isn't one of them, sadly. The only real basic that you can find are more what type of poisons can I use in mixtures for all types of poisons or potions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how long do we have to wait for Dolos to become level 6?
It was 2 weeks with you, so it'll be 2 weeks with Dolos.
All right. Well, why don't
The last time you
we-
increased it because of your shield.
Yeah. Why don't we spend 2 weeks here? Ty can make some potions. I can work out. And
Tyraneus, if you make potions, you will do it for 25 gold pieces, and it takes 2 days per potion. So in that time you can make 7 minor potions of healing for 7 times 25.
175. Is that
So
right?
175.
Okay, I guess Dell would like to give me 175 gold.
Well, we're gonna split the cost, so we'll be using it. Do you guys want to
Really?
split?
How many are you gonna make? 7?
Yeah. I'll
Well,
buy.
I could make 7. I don't have to be.
I'll buy 3 of them. I'll pay the
How
cost.
much does
for
it
it.
cost?
I will
25
only buy
per.
one of them.
25 per. Oh, I could use 1 or 2.
Okay, then I'll make. So I'll make the 7 and what is it? How much did you want, Golf? 4?
I wanted 3.
3. Okay.
So that's
and
I give you 75.
3. So I'll make 6. I'll make 7. I'll pay for 1 too then. Because Gumby only
Okay.
wanted 1, right?
Yep, I already have
Okay.
one, so I only take
Yeah.
one more.
Well, I've already
So-
got 2. I'm getting 3 more.
So I'm taking off 25 from my.
Oh yeah, well, we're lower health, so that means you're gonna have to be the one who's gonna come and revive us. So therefore, you need more.
In
I'll be checking
total,
potions.
You now have 7 potions of healing, of which you know that they are actually potions of healing and they will work in a way the potion of healing should work.
That is good to know,
That's good to know.
It's
because that
very
way,
vital information.
yes.
You said it's a minor
It is.
healing potion or a
Yeah, minor.
just regular?
Yeah, it's the minor.
Okay.
2d4 2.
Yeah.
2d4 and 2. Okay.
So Wrath,
That's me.
I've more or less been working out towards an extra strength point for at this point
Almost 2 months.
a month and a half.
Yeah. Not yet.
Okay. Fair enough. Also, we need to have room and board for the horses. So what is that, Wrath? For 2 weeks?
It's the same as it was, really.
So I can't remember how much was that.
It's like
14 silver. Each.
14 silver? No, total. Isn't that like a silver a day?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
stable, and then like I think it's 1 silver a day for stable and food.
Yeah.
For,
For
like,
one
the
horse.
horses. Yeah, for
So,
one
so,
horse.
so double it. Okay.
Yeah, so 28.
Yeah, that's 28 silver. It's 2.8 gold.
Are you taking care of that, Ty, or what? You want to split it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll take care of the 28 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
Dolos, HP
Yeah.
roll now. Bring it. Give it. Show
A
us.
what roll?
HP.
Oh,
You level up. You actually
sure.
level up to level 6 right now, so we're going to roll health.
Nice!
Nice.
What's your
Your con is 0.
Constitution is 0.
Okay, 7.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Okay. Good. So nice.
That's a good
34
roll.
health.
That's a good
That's
roll.
better than Yuma ever had.
Yeah.
And
Like,
you
what's good
now
about it?
have, what do you have?
You're level 6
I have
now.
2 extra expertise, so I can become extra deceptive or persuasive.
I have a question for
Oh,
Wrath.
yeah.
Does being proficient in Thieves' Tools mean that you can use them? Or is being proficient in Thieves' Tools means you make the appropriate stat roll and then add your proficiency onto it?
To me, it's more you can actually use them. I think
Okay.
thief tools are very specific, and being proficient with them to me means you can actually use them in the way they are supposed to be used.
And then you would say it's a sleight of hand check to actually utilize them.
To utilize like the lock pins, etc.
Alright.
So, because the rogue has the ability to get expertise in Thieves' Tools. That's why I'm asking.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So technically, if that's not the way that you're having it work,
what mod applies to that? Dex?
yeah. So the way that I think it works in normal D&D is you could have every kit tool that you have. If you're not proficient with it, you would need to make the appropriate roll to use it. But if you're not proficient, you don't have your proficiency. So
Oh.
for
And to me
Thieves'
that-
Tools, for example,
to me
the way
that-
it's supposed to work is if you're proficient in Thieves' Tools, you would roll, you do a d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency. But doing it this way is
To
also
me-
fine.
Yeah, to me it feels kind of like I have smithing tools. I can now smith if I roll well enough. I don't find that logical. To me it's more like I have smithing tools, I have learned how to use them, so now I can actually use them. Instead
makes more
of I have
sense to
smithing
me.
tools, I'm just going to bash on something and hey voila, I've got a dagger.
Okay, that's cool. So, what are you? You're already an expert with something, aren't you, Ado?
Yeah, at
Sneaking.
and sleight of hand.
Yeah.
So what are you
Stealth
going to do?
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
Persuasion and deception. That'd be
Yeah, I
interesting.
was thinking of persuasion and deception, or
Acrobatic.
either of these two, and investigation.
You know what
I'm not
would
sure.
be useful for you?
What?
Perception.
But he can't because he's not proficient in
It
perception.
counts. Yeah.
That sucks. Oh god, he needs it.
Yeah, I'll just go with perception and deception. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay.
It fits. So you have a plus
6.
Plus 6.
to both of them.
Yeah. So
Not
it
bad.
will be an 8
Plus 8.
total. Yeah, it was plus 5, and then I add 3 more
Mm-hmm.
as my proficiency doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 8. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's kind of useful.
It's really useful because I can finally lie to Gumby.
I was gonna say like you still won't be able to get past me.
Probably.
We'll see.
But it'll be more interesting now.